I'm Peter from Field Archery and Cut. Today I'm going to be looking at the Ragim Red Lion. I do believe this is discontinued, although I've looked around and they're still for sale. I've got some XT100 Ragim limbs. They did actually make Red Lion limbs, but they were basically the same limb with clear glass and twice the price. And I still believe they're both available if you shop around on the internet. This is a 19-inch riser. Apparently it is maple and African hardwoods. It's a very straight riser. But again, the glue lines are rather good. This is ILF. And all it's got in there is a recess and just a steel plate with the cutouts. So none of the dovetails, but it all fits in there. So any ILF limb will fit in there. You've got all of the relevant burger holes, stabiliser bushing. 760 grams apparently, the riser. I do believe these are most probably the XT100s, mostly still, to my knowledge, the cheapest ILF limbs I've found on the internet. They're maple and black glass. They work really well. Every single one of them, this one hasn't done it yet, every single one I've seen, they craze a little bit after a bit of use, but they haven't dropped in poundage and they still work fine. So you know, that could just be a lacquer issue. Anyway, usual thing. This is a 62, but it can't be a 62 if it's a 19 or a long limb. It's going to be a 64. But it does say it's £40. On a 25-inch riser, apparently it would be £32. But anyway, so this one should be £40. A very straight riser there. No deflects, no deflects of any kind. But cut just a little bit past centre, and it's one of those universal grips that they've come out with. They still make, I think it's the Buffalo, which was a slightly cheaper version of the time, but that was just, there was none of that bit in there. It was just a one piece of laminate wood. They're still making that, or a new version of that, so you can still get an up-to-date version from Ragim, or not directly from Ragim, from one of their dealers. But these are really good bows for the money, and still available if you hunt around on the internet. So usual thing. Brace height. I think the brace height on this is quite short, because you've just got the string just leaving the string grooves there, so it's about right. Because of that straight riser, I think it's just over 7 inches. And it's 7 1/8. 7 1/8 brace height. And poundage. As usual, I've got my nylon block set at 28. You can see 27, 28. I should get both. So that note. So the nylon block touches that. Ooh. There. £40. It's always nice when my scales and somebody else's scales match. Usual selection of arrows, going for some heavy spine all the way down to, so ILF, so this would be, I can go to 6 grains per pound, so a minimum of 240 grains total weight. I think the lightest one I've got is 254, so 6.7 grains per pound minimum. starting with 250 spine with 150 insert and 250 pile, so 400 up front. So total weight of 697 grains out of a 40-pound bow. (141 feet per second) and very, very, very quiet, very stable in the hand. There's no hand drop, but what would you expect with a 697 grain arrow? Next one. Here's another 250 spine, and this is a 100 grain insert with 315 grain pile, so 415 up front. This is 710. Total weight of 710. The last one, first one was 141 feet per second. That was 141. So I've got to shoot that one again. No, it's 141. So that's weird. No, I've got to shoot that again. I know it's only 13 grains, but I thought we would have slowed down a little bit. Right. For 2. Oh well. That is because of the extra weight, it's mostly coming out slightly better. Maybe that's it. Right, next one is. So that was 710 grains and 142 feet per second. So 141 and then 142. 710 grains. Next one is 340 spine. Total weight of 606 grains, 150 insert and 200 pile, so 350 up front. Yeah, 606. 606 total weight. Uh, 151 feet per second. This is quite a long bow. Again, it's that straight riser. It's forcing those limbs to really work. Another 340 spine, 100 grain insert, 200 grain pile, 300 up front, total weight of 557. Really have got it here. Excuse me. 557. 158, I'm going to take some arrows out because they're smashing. Still, no noise. And I mean really, really quiet. And no hand shot. It's a mass weight bow, mass weight riser. There's a lot of weight there. Right, that was from what that was. So, where are we? We're on the 4, so that was the 340 spine. That was 557 and 158 feet per second. So 158 feet per second, 557. Right, now the 400 spine. This me up. 150 insert, 175 pile, 325 up front, total weight of 564. Ooh. I tell you what, if you wanted to take this hunting, there's the arrow for you. All I can see is the knock. Oh, that's stunning. 160 feet per second with a 564 grain arrow with a 40-pound bow. Right, next one is another 400 spine with 100 grain insert and 200 grain pile, so 300 up front. Total weight of 552. This should be weak. $155, and it slapped the other arrow, so I'll never know whether it was weak, but I'm going to get them out of the way because they're starting to smash. That was 552 and 155. I'll have to check it with the other. I mean, as always, I'll put all this in all the relevant information in the description. It just seems to be a very, very fast, stable bow. Right, so that was 155. So we're now going to 500 spine. I don't know if I want to shoot these other ones now. For some reason I thought it was going to be a slow bow, but I don't think it is. Anyway, 500 spine, 150 insert, 175 pile, 325 up front, total weight of 543. I think this is a DACRON string from memory, and these are fast flight compatible, so you can get a bit more out of this bow. So 553, no, 543, 543. It's only slightly weak. 159 feet per second. 543 grain arrow. Oh, I think that's quite good. Right. Next one is another 500 spine. 100 grain insert, 175 pile, so 275 up front. Total weight of 497. Last one was 159 feet per second. This one is 497. Yeah, weak. 165 feet per second. That is no slouch. Right. This is going to be the 3D arrow then, I guess. It's a 500 spine. Standard 14 grain insert. I can't remember. 150 grain pile. Total weight of 359. The last one was 165 feet per second. Remember, it's only a 40-pound bow. $186 feet per second. Apparently a little bit stiff. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to get them out of the way because they're crowded. 359 grain arrow, 186 feet per second. Right, last few. 600 spine, Big Force Junior, 125 up front, total weight of 352, 3. Always comes up slightly different, it's one of the two. Oh, right, 352 grains, 40-pound bow. $188 feet per second. Ever so slightly stiff. Most probably needs a 45 grain pile or another half inch of carbon just to get it right. But 188 feet per second. Right. Okay, not so sure about these. Yeah. Hey, I mean they're well within the weight. So this is a Victory VAP 600 spine, 254. Yeah, 254 grams total weight. I heard the buzz on that last shot. Didn't feel anything, but I heard it. So last time was 188 feet per second. Yeah, it's still too stiff. Those Victory bats are lovely. 206 feet per second. A little bit noisy. I think it's only got an 80 grain pole. Again, if you whack up to 100, 125 grain pole, that'll bring it down, maybe work on the brace height a little bit. Get that fast flight string. I'm 99.9% sure this is just a basic DACRON string. So fast flight string, slightly heavier pile. You have a good 3D arrow. 206 feet per second. I say these are still around. I know they still make the Buffalo. So if you want to do whatever class requires a long wooden bow, but you want ILF and you don't want to spend a fortune, I say these are still available. I found in the UK, I found they've only got lefties for some unknown reason, but I have found abroad people say, companies that say they've got left and right. So if you shop around on the internet, which is, you know, they're a really good 3D bow. I say a really good 3D bow. They're a fast bow. Faster than I thought they'd be. I'm pleasantly surprised with this. It's a very comfortable bow in the hand.